to make it, so come give me a hug again. My flow, my show brought me to go. That brought me all my fancy things. My crib, my cars, my clothes, my shoes. Look, homie, I done came up and I ain't changing. You should love it way more than you hate it. Oh, you mad? I thought that you be happy I made it. I'm that cat by the bars to the good life. Moved out the hood, now you tryna pull me back, right? Get the bumpin' in the club, it's on. I'm with my eyes to chicks, if she smash, she gone. Hit the roof on fire, man. Just let it burn. If the talking about money, homie, I ain't concerned. I'ma tell you what banks told me, cause go ahead, switch the style up. And if they hate, then let them hate, then watch the money pile up. Or we can go upside there with a come on, they know where we be. You can find me in the club, full of mama, I got what you need. If you need to fill it, I'm in the habit, I ain't in the make it. So come give me a hug, get in the getting it. You can find me in the club, full of mama, I got what you need. If you need to fill it, I'm in the habit, I ain't in the make it. So come give me a hug, get in the getting it. Don't try to act like you don't know where we be, neither. We in the club all the time, it's a problem, pop on. Shady Aftermath.
I've been shooting from a cannon. Mid-flight, here to recite, I ain't landing. Handles like a vandal at night, you can't grab it. Fire underneath my hood is outstanding. Blast through a wall of bricks like Superman did. Ain't nothing holding me back but me standing. So I'ma take off right now from this planet. The new sound has been found in yo. I don't know what you've been told, but I ain't gonna stop till I break the mold. You see, I'm born in the music. I wanna rise in the ceiling, yes I do. I think
just about anyone else. Welcome to Lambeau Field in the heart of Green Bay. We've got ourselves a fight in this one to get back above 500. Week 3 is underway. Fielded at the 7. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Running this one left. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that game. Jair Alexander with the stop. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Big gain downfield. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. Give him 30 yards on that one. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. In for the tackle, that's Lucas Van Ness. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Roman Wilson reels it in. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Second and 12 behind the sticks. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's going to take it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders finish up an excellent opening series. Well, you couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script their first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming. Allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off and get the early lead.
The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. He's going to return it from a yard or two deep. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Love going to air this out to start. His first throw is an interception. Picked off by Jamin Davis.
Intercepted by Washington. The Commanders take over first and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They're set up at the 35 now. First and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Into the hands of Colt. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Space to the left. And finally, he's down at the 5-yard line. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it first and goal.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
Putting a receiver in motion. Is in. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders take a 13-0 lead. Now they'll try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Commanders drive out to an early 14-0 lead. The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now. All right, let's keep the pressure on him, offense.
Play fake, it's Love. Connects with Mechie. And he'll go down, it will say right at the 39-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. With 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Ready. Ready.
Fakes the handoff, now Love. That one doesn't find its man, incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Ready.
Later on, it's the rookie from Nebraska. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
Here we go.
Lloyd on the shotgun handoff. Works his way to the 35. And he will score. Touchdown, Green Bay! The Packers make it a 1-score game. Marshawn Lloyd with the touchdown. Cardi with the extra point. And the Packers chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And they'll be looking at some decent field position. He's out of bounds up towards the 35.
At their own 34-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Hand off to the back. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Edger and Cooper there to make the stop. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Out of the gun, Daniels. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they'll have it a little shy of the 40 as he goes out. They get 22 on that one. And the Commanders will have a 1st. They'll run it from the gun. And they'll only find 1 yard up the gut, 2nd down.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Let's go now.
To the left side and reeled in by Wilson. And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line.
Oh, man, these are the kind of plays you can't wait to get on film and watch the next day. Look at the fellow pass catchers. Look at the guys getting out in front, helping on that screen pass. Get your player in space, your buddies do the rest around you, and a big play follows.
Packers into a nickel defense, 3rd down. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. So some time to maybe reconsider what to do on 4th down. That's the end of the first quarter. Neither side separating much so far. We'll return to historic Lambeau Field after this. The Commanders going field goal here. From the left hash, this will be from 50. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Now we're on the counter. And this defense offering no room at all up the gut there. No gain. Benjamin St-Juste getting up to end that play. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. Love out of the shotgun. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Throwing his Love on 3rd. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35.
Awareness. You've got to be aware. Play caller, quarterback, receiver have to be aware of where the sticks are. That route just not enough, not deep enough to extend the drive and move the chains.
And not only does he go in the wrong direction, but he's stopped for a net loss on the return. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Commanders will go on offense. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Finds the in route complete. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that 1st down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Daniels on 1st down. Dumped off to his running back. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Sending a receiver left. On 1st down, here's Daniels. Setting up the running back screen. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that 1st down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets him back behind the sticks.
And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. 16 yards on the play. And that'll be good for a Washington 1st.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They'll run here on 1st down. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Edgerrin Cooper there to make the stop. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Daniels. He's on the move. That's complete to the sideline. Not a ton of room, but he does get the feet down.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
3rd and short, Daniels. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete, 4th down coming up.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
The Commanders going field goal here. From the right hash, this is going to be a 51-yarder. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that pushes the lead up to 13.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Man in motion, out of the slot. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Back-to-back carries here. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. They're going for this. And they won't do it. That falls incomplete on 4th down.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
They've got a man in motion. On 1st down, they'll run. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. We're to the 2-minute warning from Lambeau. The Commanders are on the move here. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Play fake here. Daniels buying some time left. That's knocked away by a defender. Incomplete. That one firmly denied by the man in coverage. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Read and react. Read and react. Read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going. And you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Edgerrin Cooper takes it away. And the Packers are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
A lot of defenders got some offense in their background, and it's been my life experience that they'll tell you about it. And right there, he put it on display. He brought in the pick and instantly became a runner, searching for the open field to add a little something to the return.
Thrown on first down, Love. Pass complete to Mechie. And he's out of bounds right at the 25-yard line. How about a big hitter, 30, 40 yards there and a new set of downs. Sets him up nice and pretty at the 25 following that big play. First down throw, here's Love. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
A second down throw here for Love. Short pass brought in. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And it'll be first down, Packers.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
The drive picks up here, first and 10. Working inside the red zone. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Brings up second down.
Here we go. Here we go.
Trying again, following the sack. Short pass caught by his tight end. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. The Packers take their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Shotgun now for Love. Escapes the pocket.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Ready up.
4th and 3, drive on the line.
Here we go.
Love from the gun. Flushed out of the pocket. And he's got it. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers make it a 1-score game before halftime. Cardi now for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Packers get it back to within 6. So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. Jackson now to return it. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Down to 12 seconds before halftime as they come to the line. First and 10 now. Here's Daniels. He rolls to his right. And that's incomplete. 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
He's back to throw. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Packers do not get the return all the way back. That's going to bring us to the end of our first half. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Lone back gets the handoff. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Benjamin St-Juste getting up to end that play. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
Yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Another carry for him. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Third and a lone yard coming up. Play fake, it's Love. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. Trying to push this past the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
He easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a first down pickup.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. They give it to him again. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Drew Sanders that time on the stop. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Looking right, and he finds him. And he'll go out of bounds close to that 35-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Green Bay first down. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
2nd and 13. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you've got to count on those being efficient and effective.
He spins into the clear. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule. That kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Here we go. Here we go.
Back to the well again. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. That's a pickup of 9 yards. And it'll be first down, Packers. Running it now out of the gun. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Give now to the running back. And here's another stop made right at the line. Nice back-to-back reps from this defense.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. And when linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field, he ran right into the darkness and the pain of that linebacker.
They'll go from the gun with Lloyd. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
You know, that's a good run right there to keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
On the set.
Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2.
Sit. Make it. Drill green. Come on, set. Ready?
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he cannot shake the tackler along the line of scrimmage. So the run doesn't get the yardage. It's a turnover on downs.
A 50% hit rate on 4th down, while not horrible, to me signifies something even more important, Kate, and that's that this offense is going to continue to be aggressive. It's been their mindset throughout, and I don't think it's going to change anytime soon.
Okay, ready?
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Throwing from near his own goal line. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They got 24 yards on the play. And the Commanders will have a first. Now Daniels off the play action. Hits his running back. Juke the defender. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Running this one left. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. Edger and Cooper there to make the stop. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. Touchdown, Washington! The Commanders push their lead further to start the half. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
So after some careful consideration, they're going to go ahead and decline the penalty. The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Ready.
Love out of the shotgun. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. Looking for the back that time. So it'll be 2nd down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Man in motion here. 2nd and 10. Love trying again. Finds a seam down the middle. And he'll be brought down after getting to the 47-yard line. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. So we're through 3 here. It's Packers football, and they know what they need to do, trailing here in the 4th.
Packers 14.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down.
17. Ready.
Throwing from the gun here. He gets it complete. Here's Marshawn Lloyd. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. Mechie hauls it in. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Love to throw again. Hits him on the out route. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. He'll throw it yet again. Forced out to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
They are throwing it again. Has it in close. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
You know, I often say there is a fine line between aggressiveness and carelessness. And when you throw into double coverage, well, it can go either way. That time, a tremendous catch by his receiver on the other end.
Love now on 3rd and goal. Intercepted in the end zone. Quan Martin with the pick. And the Commanders will be set up at the 20-yard line following that interception.
At their own 20-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Now might be a good spot to remind everybody, about for the 1000th time, how much better athletes these D tackles are today, Kate. A decade or two ago, they just ate up space. Now, they eat up running backs.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Play fake here. Daniels buying some time right. Now here he goes. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the 1st. Down, 1 yard to go. Now give left side. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first.
That kind of call right there, Kate, shouldn't be the third down surprise it used to be 5, 10, 15 years ago. So common in teams' playbooks league-wide. But boy, is it tough to defend. And that's why they love breaking it out to reset those chains.
Hand off to the back. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. Daniels. Completed over the middle. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, the timing on that screen pass, it was all a mess from the very beginning. By the time he finally got the pass to the running back, well, there was no place to go.
From the gun, it's Daniels. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. And he makes the Huffs go. It's a touchdown on the pick six. Carty down for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Packers get it back to within 6. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. This return starts at the 5. And nearly to the 35-yard line before he goes out of bounds. Ball at the 33 for first down. He hands it off. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
You know, there's not a lot of tight ends who are true weapons this far down the field. Not a lot of cover guys who can match up with them in terms of size. They tried to get it to him in a spot where he could win it. No connection to be made.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Left side, gets it out quick, and it's caught. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Green Bay. Commanders up by 6. 4th and 3, drive on the line. Looking to throw. They can't connect as the coverage comes through with a 4th down stand.
You know, these 4th down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
1st and 10 from the 41. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Halfway there on 1st down, that brings up 2nd and 5. He'll look to throw it. It's caught. This is Ladd McConkey. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the 1st down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. back to throw. Buys time, rolling right. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. Don't think he's going to get much, if any, as he heads out of bounds right near the line.
You know, that's exactly how a defense should adapt as a play progresses. They blanketed everybody in coverage, but still kept all eyes on the quarterback to keep him from breaking containment. He got out for no gain, but that feels like a sack for those defenders.
Throws off the rip, but it's incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Here he is to throw. Headed out right. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Benjamin St-Juste picks it off.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw?
Up the middle they go with Bigsby. And he's able to manage a couple on that run. The Packers take their first time out, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
As an offense in these situations, Kate, you could feel your own goal line, and you're not going to risk putting the ball in the air. So that means you're going to run it, and you're going to buy whatever breathing room you can.
Oh, look at this. He's set up to throw. Complete to his back. Tank Bigsby. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And he's brought down for a loss. Now timeout taken by Green Bay. That's it 2nd. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
And that was an incredible effort just to make it back to the line. Timeout taken by the Packers, their 3rd and final one. They drop to a knee, and what little time we have left here is going to tick down.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So it's a win on the road for the Commanders. And finally, Brock, they can exhale and take a few breaths, because I don't imagine any of them were breathing easy during that one with how close this game was.
Them or us? We're both.
All of us.
Yeah,
all of the above.
It is so hard, Kate, to match the adrenaline surge they feel right now, and that they felt at every major turn throughout the 2nd half. There's just something about a close game, the intensity that's there in every moment that you love to experience as a player, and that you hope in all these moments you can execute so you're the one celebrating and riding that wave of emotion.